I have a 2018 Silverado for which I just got seat covers that I'm going to try out. So if you've ever wondered about the install and the fit of the Lucky Man Club set for your Chevy truck, no worries, I got you covered. No pun intended. Come in a, looks like a comforter would come in a bag like this, which is great. Nice big instruction manual. I don't even have to put my glasses on to read this, so that's kind of nice. I meant to get seat covers when I first bought the truck, and 5 years later, I'm finally doing it. Now, the truck only has 50,000 miles on it. The interior looks pretty good, but it is starting to show signs of wear on the driver's seat, and that's half the reason that I want seat covers, and but also for the cleanability. I don't have leather seats, live on a dirt road, I have a dirt driveway. They can get dusty, and even after, say, shampooing, it doesn't seem like they ever really get perfectly clean. So, yeah, protecting, keeping the wear off the seats, but also the cleanability is another reason. Doug, what are you doing? Doug. Hey, step one, install the two chucks and hooks and vents for each front seat cover. So apparently, yeah, so those are the chucks and the hooks. Apparently, they want you to watch a video instead. So if I were to say anything, put one of those QR codes on here. I'm telling the manufacturer this. If you want us to go look at the video, put a QR code on here. So that way I can just, go straight to it on my phone. Because it doesn't even give me a URL or anything. These have a zippered top in order to make the opening on top big enough to get over the headrest, and then once you have it on, you zip it back up to close up that opening. The headrest covers look symmetrical, but they might not be. I eventually later on flipped this one around, and it looked like it fit much better than the way I had it on the first time. And speaking of headrests, now when I was looking for seat covers, there were several brands to choose from, and they were all very similar. However, this one was the only one that had a full headrest cover. The others was just basically a flap that just went around the top and then was secured underneath with a strap. And these were the only ones that actually had coverage on all sides. And you got this stretchy stuff on the side also. And so, everything else being equal, I guess, that's ultimately what led me to go with this set. Now, it would be nice if the sides of the seats were done the same way, where that was a solid instead of just having these straps, but per the literature, it's left open like that because there's airbags in the sides of the seats. I don't know if that's true or not, but yeah, the look on the sides isn't that great. And those round chucks you push through between the seat back and the seat bottom, and then turn them sideways, that way they can't pull through. It's pretty much impossible to film the actual procedure, however. On the front, those elastic tie downs with the hook on it, the instructions don't say to hook them anywhere specific, just says find somewhere to hook it underneath the seat. Just make sure it's not electrical. It's kind of awkward getting underneath there too, so by far the worst part about this install. Now, obviously, these are brand new. They're a little bit stiff, and it's cool outside, about 50 degrees, and so I'm thinking after it warms up a little and after a little bit of use, they'll probably loosen up and conform to the seat a little bit better, but even right now, it's not too bad. The front set comes with this center cover also for the middle seat, but it doesn't really fit that well. There's a little cutout right here in order to open the console lid, but this armrest is never up anyway. It's always in the down position, and because this cover for the middle doesn't really look that great, I don't really need it anyway, I'm just going to take it off. Now the covers for the driver and passenger seats, they fit pretty good. They're not perfect, but close enough, so I'm pretty happy with those. The back seat, different story. Now, firstly, the bottoms are too big. Now, these are designed for both the crew cab and the double cab. I have the double cab. The crew cab seats, I believe, are slightly bigger, and in which case they would probably fit that okay, but the backs don't really secure to anything, so they flop around a bit, and you can see like on the side there's extra material. It just doesn't look good at all. Now, I got these through Amazon. I've got about 3 weeks left on my return window, so until then I'll just be able to do a little bit more of an evaluation, and then at that time decide whether I'm going to keep them or send them back.
Several months later.
Okay, what I ultimately did was I sent the full set back because I was just never really happy with the fitment of the rear seats, and then I ordered the front seat set only. And I was also thinking too, or reassessing my situation, is that I don't really need covers for the back seat. Nobody ever sits back there. I don't think I ever have in 5.5 years. Plus, these seats are always flipped up in this position anyway. Plus, I got stupid here that's with me much of the time anyway. And I understand that, yeah, it's difficult to get a seat cover to fit well on the back when you can't get behind the seat to secure it. Yeah, so the front seat set only that I've been using for several months and pretty happy with. They're breathable enough to where you're not hot and sweaty in the summer, and they're just slippery enough to where when you get in and out, you're not moving the thing around and shifting it around on the seat. I've had other seat covers, not for this truck, but for other vehicles, that just they seem to move around and get twisted up, and these stay in place pretty well. Now, you're definitely riding up a little bit higher in the truck than before, and I don't think it's because of the thickness of the seat cover, but possibly because it's just not letting you sink down into the seat as far as you did before. Now, I couldn't adjust this with the seat because mine is down as far as it goes already, but it seems to have relaxed to where I'm sitting where I was before. Either that or I just got used to it. In conclusion, the covers for the back seats don't fit well in my double cab, but it turns out for my use case scenario, the fronts only set works for me. The rears may have better fitment on a crew cab, but I can't say for sure. However, I'll put affiliate links in the description for both sets anyway, and thanks for watching.